All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I know we just worked a long weekend coming off of that. I just wanted to get everyone together virtually here. We have a lot to talk about, lot going on within the squadron. Wanted to cover down, get your guys' thoughts on what's going on with the inspection prep. So I know we've been burning the midnight oil, but I want to know what's going on with the inspection prep. I'm coming up at the end of my command, and I do want to finish strong, really no matter what. And so I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on that. We also have the Windows upgrade that's coming up. So what's going on with that? I've been receiving a lot of phone calls from customers, um, especially the heavy hitters on base, some of those high priority folks, and really looking to make our customers happy. Um, the other one I wanted to mention was the tickets. The confocal point tickets have not been closed out, and it looks like they're stacking up. So I appreciate your guys' effort, but want to hear from y'all. So can you guys provide some updates over?
Hey boss, it's Mr. Emerson here. We are good to go. The team is working through their projects. We're coming up on closeout dates on a lot of those, so things are going really well over there. Um, the teams are working together. The delegation is going smooth, so everybody's able to manage their groups and then manage their projects. So things are going well over here. Of course, it'd be great if we could get some of that same, elbow grease and gumption in cybersecurity, but you got to do what you got to do.
Oh, it's great to hear. Yeah, I think the projects are going well. I like the flow charts you guys had for those. It looks like you guys have milestones for each of the major projects. So it sounds like things are going well.
Hey, sir, Mike Damone here. Sam, we've talked about this over 100 times. I have the busiest and largest section within the squadron. I don't know why you have to call everyone out in public like that. We are one team after all.
Well, that's fair, but as you said, you've got the biggest section over there, so that means you've got the most resources and the most people. I mean, you guys could be on the same page as us if you were just willing to follow the same project methodologies. I can go over them with you anytime you want. Just let me know.
Well, Sam, I still don't have a complete list of those ISOs. Do you have any contracts on your email over there or anything?
I mean, it seems like a you responsibility, but I can take a look at my stuff, get with my people, and see what we can offer you.
Okay, guys, I get your talking your officer stuff. As a chief, look, I've got the people that are actually doing all this stuff you're talking about. We'll get it done. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to get all upset about everything that needs to be done. There's a lot of details that need to be worked out. There's a lot of people we need to see. If you guys need to work something out, have a meeting outside of this meeting, talk, connect with who you need to be able to make it happen. But let's not make our sausage here. We'll be fine to get everything done. Nobody needs to worry. Be okay. We'll get it done.
Understood, Chief. Mike, we'll talk offline.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, so just kind of getting back to there's a lot going on. Chief, I do rely on you to work with our folks and set those priorities. So appreciate the words. Major Jones, what are your thoughts? What's going on? I know you're coming in from deployment and you'll be in the seat here shortly.
Yeah, my concerns are regarding the deployment rate right now. I mean, you guys are talking a lot about certain priorities and what's going on in each of your different shops, but we're at 30 to 40% of just our active duty being deployed out of the unit. So I'm more concerned about not only the rate being so high, but what's going to fall off. Like what are your thoughts on the priorities with so many people being gone or tagged to leave? Like I just got back, so I know it's rough down there, and these kids are gonna need some rest and refit, and the ability to get back on their feet once they come back. So this is a high turnover rate. So I'm super concerned about that right now.
Let me jump in here real quick, Major Jones. I hate being the person that's always negative, but honestly, we need to stop. You're concerned way too much about deployment, and that's not the issue at hand. What we need to look at are the metrics. All these taskers that keep coming in, we got to look at that before we can get to anything else. I get that you're just coming off of a deployment, but that's a small picture when you're looking at the overall picture, overall process here. So let's focus on the metrics. That's where I stand.
Sure. I mean, I get metrics matter, right? But people punch in those numbers and make those metrics happen. And you can't have these tasks being accomplished if half of our people, or a fourth of our people are gone. So I just want to know how this is going to get accomplished, all these tasks that we're talking about here at this meeting.
I agree with that. From my years in the Air Force, I've seen enough units rip themselves apart by chasing too many dogs at the same time. We got to stick with one idea and go with it. It's not a matter of, trying to split our unit in half so that we can take care of deployment stuff as well as stateside. Let's keep our talent that we have and get the job done that we've done time and time before, and we'll do again.
Yeah, sir. So, I mean, I know I'm going to be stepping into this role pretty soon, and just coming back, seeing, the missions that we're doing. I think maybe we should prioritize, skinnying down or pushing back on some of these deployments that we have on our plate, because the more people, at least active duty, that we have in our squadron to support, all of the tasks for these different shops, if we don't look at the numbers and the metrics, as Major Walsh said, look at the numbers of the tasks that we're doing in our deployed mission, then maybe we can work on completing some of these tasks that you want us to accomplish stateside, because I see that being a huge issue, and a lot of priorities are going to fall off if we keep cranking out members to go downrange and not having enough people stateside.
Yeah, so I hear you guys. Talking to Major Walsh, a lot of the units on base are also, deployed and have a high rate of deployment. So, it sounds like, there's a lot that's going on, but, somehow, Mr. Emerson and his team have been able to keep up. So I would just ask you guys to take a look at, maybe what his team is doing to make it work. Thoughts on that?
Sir, I got something else here. So does anyone know when the bids are going to start back up for the contractors, or possibly when the reserves can offer more support for the upcoming inspection?
Yeah, Mr. Emerson, I know you were working those a little bit with those bids.
Well, sure. I mean, I can take a look and see what we've got. I pass a lot of this stuff kind of down and around to see what the rest of the team, how they want to handle stuff. So, as I said, all of our stuff's going, all of our projects and stuff are going well. That's on the list there. So I'll take a look at that and we can see where we're at on the milestones.
Yeah, because we could really, again, use that help, extra hands,
All right, so that's something to look at from the team, and just Major Walsh and really Chief. I just want to hit on the point I brought up earlier with, we're getting a lot of our mission partners calling us really unhappy with the ticket resolution rate really across the base. So I don't know if you guys have any insight on how that's going.
All I have to say is we're focusing on the wrong things. Again, I stand where I stand. We're way too concerned about deployments. We really need to just hunker down and fix these our primary jobs. That's my biggest thing.
All right, yeah. So we do need to do some prioritization there. Just ask you guys to take a look, because we gotta take care of those customers on base as well. And then I just want to reiterate to the team, compliance is not optional. So this upcoming CCRI is on the horizon. And as you guys well know, we failed the last one. So I didn't know if you guys had any updates on just preparation for that inspection.
Well, I will say I was talking with Captain Hunter the other day, and I tend to agree. Uh, the CFP is working its way through the tickets as much as it can, and there are a lot of infrastructure fixes that we're having to work on right now, and that should definitely be a higher priority. Like the inspection's good and all, and we do need to do our best at that, but making sure that the mission can still go off, that should probably be a higher priority than making sure the bean counters can get their beans counted.
All right, this is Chief Jefferson. I'm tracking everything that everybody's saying. I get it. We got a lot of different stuff going on, and we can also prioritize with with our enlisted folks. Make sure we're focusing on the right efforts. If we got a little extra slack in one area, some manning that's not doing anything, maybe move them over to get the job done. I know it's a tall order, especially in these times, and whatever, but I would ask for patience as we're trying to approach and play whack-a-mole with all of this different stuff going on, but we can get it done.
Well, this is Captain Hunter here, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that we've been closing out a lot of tickets, and our guys have been working really hard in our CFP shop. So I'm not sure, where the priorities lie on this inspection, but our system upgrade is super important to the mission, for everyone getting what they need done, to close out some of the tasks that you guys are doing, and we are knocking it out of the park. So I guess maybe I'm just confused on what we're prioritizing right now, because we're doing a great job in my shop.
Yeah, that's encouraging, Captain Hunter. It sounds like you guys got a plan. I appreciate the words, and Chief, thanks for the words of wisdom there. Mr. Demo, do you have any thoughts or updates on the inspection prep again?
Nothing this time, sir. At the end of this meeting, if you don't mind, if I could just talk to you one-on-one here.
Hey, no problem. We'll sync up. All right, around the room one more time.
Good to go over here.
Good, sir.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good here. I got some folks I need to talk to, but we're all good here.
Yes, sir. I'll get with you offline again, Major Jones, and we'll tackle this this cycle this vicious cycle of deployments, hopefully to put some things higher up on the prioritization list as I take over soon.
All right, appreciate it, team. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Just a reminder, let's not, we got a lot of work to do, so let's not celebrate too early, and keep our nose to the grind. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.